WWE 2K is on absolute fire with these covers that they're dropping. I mean, this Monday Night Wars edition cover looks really good. I'm sure that all you old school fans are rejoicing because I missed this part. I wasn't on Earth yet. So super exciting stuff, man, and I'm excited to go on ahead and possibly relive it, right? Because these covers need to go on ahead and correlate to what we're seeing in the actual video game, right? I mean, we'll have to go on ahead and see, but let's go on ahead and get into it because there were some key things Michael Cole mentioned on here. But before we do that, let's go on ahead and take a look at this cover. So at the top, you see Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, Triple H, Kurt Angle, and China. And one thing I cannot help but to see is that a lot of these attires are going to be in the game. We already have The Rock. Stone Cold, I'm not sure you can give us another Stone Cold attire because they all look pretty similar. But Undertaker, I hope that they actually nail him, please, because the last couple Undertaker attires haven't been the best when we go back to the old school stuff, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that he looks really, really good and a lot of work is put into him. But Triple H, that was a My Faction one that I really, really wanted, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get my hands on. But this looks really, really fun and promising. And some people have mentioned that Kurt Angle as well. He's one of those My Faction personas that doesn't look as good because it almost feels like they just take his bald model and throw some hair on him. So I think that needs to be better as well. And China, I mean, I don't really have too many complaints about China's model. I'm hoping that, you know, they do work on her as well and get her as well as possible. Usually 2K is pretty good with that. Whoever is on the cover looks pretty well detailed in the actual video game. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And one thing as well, China's getting hella love. I mean, she was on the Attitude Era edition last night and now she's on the Monday Night War edition as well. Really dope stuff. Really, really cool to see. And another thing to go on ahead and point out is that we see Eric Bischoff on the cover, which is crazy. Booker T, Goldberg, which I'm excited about because I'm hoping that we do get a Goldberg WCW attire. I've really only seen Goldberg with the WWE stuff. I want to see him with the WCW attire, just the young look, you know. And we have Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan. So Hulk Hogan found his way to get on one of these covers. I was right, I told y'all. I'm just playing, man. But to continue getting updates on WWE 2K26, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe because we are on our way to 25,000 subscribers. Let's go on ahead and get back into it. I think this is all really, really cool. Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, and I feel like we've seen some similar stuff with these attires in game already, so I'm not really going to talk about too much of the stuff, but Booker T may get something a little bit different, longer hair, you know, more Booker T attires, because I love the one that they drop in My Faction. I've gotten them both years in a row because I really like what they're doing with Booker T on there when it comes down to all those attires, but you look at everything else, and it's all pretty much standard. We've been getting Eric Bischoff for a couple years now in 2K, and again, there's only a couple guys that I'm really looking forward to seeing an attire change for, even a new model such as Goldberg. I think that's the biggest one for me. When I look at this cover, we've seen pretty much everybody else, but a young Goldberg, I think that'll be really, really good to see. And one thing that people have been wondering is, how do you pull this off without a Vince McMahon? That's the most interesting thing to me, right? Because we don't know if there's going to be a showcase. We don't know if they're just highlighting the different eras through the covers and that's just going to be it. But it is a bit odd, I must say, because you see Eric Bischoff on the cover, and obviously we know what happened with Vince. We know why he's not on the cover, but again, it's just a bit odd to see this WCW versus WWE and Attitude Era stuff and not seeing Vince on there. Obviously 2K made the right decision, but again, it is interesting seeing Eric Bischoff as one of the, you know, rival promoters and not seeing anything about Vince. So we'll see what happens. Some people have been saying, how do you do all this without Vince? I mean, bro, the Attitude Era is pretty damn memorable even without Vince. It is what it is. I think that this is still going to be pretty cool for the game. I want to see what they end up dropping as part of these editions, because one thing Michael Cole did mention for us is that WWE 2K26's Monday Night Wars edition will be the edition that has the most. He mentioned early access, so we know that's not going away. Last couple years, it's been a week of early access, so we already know the drill with that. This is going to be the edition that has the most with WCW Nitro things, and it's just going to be a good time. And one thing people have been talking about is the Raw's War Arena, which I think that we're going to get as it was in this trailer. There was a couple things in this trailer. Scott Hall, you see him opening it up. You see The Rock on there. You see some championships on there, which I'm hoping that they do get a lot of those championships in the game, even though they always do a solid job at getting a lot of that old content in those files. But I am looking forward to seeing more tires, more championships, more arenas. That's the bigger thing for me, because over the last couple years, we've lost many arenas that we've already seen in the past. So I think that bringing back all of this Attitude Era stuff and whatnot, I think this is a perfect time and place to bring those championships back, those arenas back, and bringing all that good stuff back. We've seen a lot of people feel a way about the Attitude Era, and we've seen people talk about, why are we not getting anything about the Ruthless Aggression Era, right? And that's interesting as well, because you look at what they're dropping with the Attitude Era and that cover, and now we see what the Monday Night Wars edition looks like. Could we potentially be seeing a Ruthless Aggression Era cover or something of that nature this year, right? Could they just be highlighting every era with each cover? We still don't know yet. But I think that would be a direction that a lot of people are hoping that they go, because just looking at the last two covers, it's very obviously highlighting a different part of WWE in their history. So this standard edition cover will be revealed on Monday, it seems like, because Michael Cole said, stay tuned for Monday Night Raw for more details, and January 30th is the official pre-order date for 2K26. So I think there's a lot to look forward to. This next week may be very, very important, and they've been dropping these trailers very early throughout the show. We got it around the 45th minute. Yesterday, we got it around like the 20th minute today. So if you guys are looking forward to tuning into these shows, make sure that you are watching, the X page, because they are actively letting us know when something is going to pop up on TV. They've already done that the past 2 times, so I'm expecting the same thing for Monday Night Raw. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. A video will be out for that as well. We still have not seen any in-game footage. The way that they seem to be doing this is with real life footage. So I'm hoping that by the end of this upcoming week, we have a lot more information surrounding this game, because I was really hoping for a little bit of in-game footage, at least the slightest bit, but we didn't get that. So I'm hoping that whoever is the actual cover star on Monday, which again, I truly think it's Punk, I think that we will go on ahead and see maybe an entrance or something of that nature, as we seen with Roman Reigns for 2K25. Maybe just little tidbits, nothing too crazy, but I really want to see if the game, took a graphics hit in a good way, right? Over the last couple of years, we've been seeing the graphics and everything else look as good as they do, but look very, very similar to 2K22. I'm in very, very big need for at least a little bit of a change. So I'm excited to see what this in-game footage looks like. Hopefully we get that on Monday, but if not, we know for sure that we'll be getting some screenshots and whatnot on the 30th with the pre-order date that has been on both of these commercials thus far. Nonetheless though, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for supporting the content. We are giving away a couple of WWE 2K26 copies just to show love back to you guys. So make sure you hit that sub button, and make sure to stay tuned if you would like more updates on WWE 2K26. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.